Hello, Sid Reynolds here. I wanted to spend a moment with you talking about innovative evangelism. Now, that may be not something you've heard of before. You've heard of evangelism, and my reason for bringing it up is because most Christians, of course, know about evangelism. We are to go into all the world and preach the gospel and also to go and make disciples. That's what our role is as believers. And I wonder sometimes if we were encouraged more, would we do it? And so I've done something online here for the last several years is really encourage believers to share their faith in the form of their testimony. Now, most of us understand we have a story to tell. We have a story to tell about how we came to know Jesus, how we've been healed in our bodies, how we've had miracles happen in our lives, whether you believe in that or not, I'm not sure. But whether you've had something happen that you know that had to be God to do it, and it wasn't you. So those are stories that really compel people to begin to believe in Jesus Christ. Perhaps it was a story that got you to understand who Jesus was and is in your life today. Well, innovative evangelism is a little bit different today because I think that we're well, I know that we're in a different age today. We're dealing with a lot of different things online. We're dealing with a lot of different things offline as well. People are not as still as they used to be, where they're moving around and they're always on the go. Now, that's not everybody, but a lot of people are. And so the innovative idea that we've had is, and I say we because we've got several people that are doing this with us now, and that is really simply to begin to take the websites that are available to us and use them for sharing our faith, use them for sharing our testimonies online. And imagine with me for a moment, people actually utilizing their testimonies on their own personal website. I'm not talking about just using it on Facebook or Twitter. I'm talking about having their own website where they have it there permanently. And they may be adjusted every once in a while. They may even add to it with a blog. They may add to it with other videos. That's fine as well. But one testimony can change the life of a person at the right time. Because every one of us have a different kind of testimony. Every one of us have a different story. It's important, I think it's imperative that we share a story because we don't know who we're going to reach. We don't know who God's going to bring across our pathway. And our stories shared online like they are gives God the opportunity to bring people across our website pathway. We can begin to promote our websites across the internet. We can begin to place those websites on Facebook and Twitter and other places as well. But the reality is that people have a chance to hear our stories. Now, the innovative component of this thing is that, I've often seen this happen in churches as well. Many times people come, I'm a pastor of a church, many times people come and they're in a financial bind and they want to participate in some of the projects that the church has, but they just don't have the time. And they don't have the time because they don't have the money. And the money is money for gas to get to the actual event, the money to get to buy the food, the money to participate in buying some of the supplies, or money to contribute if they could, they would. But most of them don't have the money all the time. And so what we've done is we've come up with a campaign, and I really began to pray. So God, would you show us something that would really benefit the body of Christ without complicating or compromising the mission of the kingdom? And so the thing that we're doing offline, which is loving God, sharing our faith online, and then also discipling other people, those three things that we do offline are the same three things that we do online. And so we are finding people and identifying who they are, that they love Jesus, and we're helping them to craft their testimony and put it on their own personal website. Now, that's the difference between their testimony just remaining in their heart and them sharing it one-on-one with people, or sharing it in a congregation somewhere. They're going to now share it online. And they share it online one time, and it's all over the internet, and it can be shared as many times as they want to share it, as far as the actual video that's being done through YouTube or Vimeo. So we've got the testimony out there that way. And then our next step is helping them to learn how to disciple somebody else. Find that individual that is desiring to get their testimony out to the world, desiring to do the work of the kingdom, to do the work of an evangelist, to make full proof of their ministry. That's what the Bible talks about us doing. And so this innovative idea that we've got is something that's pretty unique, because not only are we now putting the gospel out, we're putting the gospel out in the form of testimonies. We're also taking another step here, one more step, and that's to actually help people get compensated for mentoring other people. Now, that's a little bit different ballgame, right? Because when we get paid to mentor, That's a whole different realm. Not to say that because somebody's going to put their testimony online, that's a good thing, that's a fantastic thing. We get paid to spend time with people to encourage them to actually go ahead and follow through on what they say they're going to do. Now, the mentoring doesn't just stop at putting their website online. The mentoring continues to happen in reference to their life and their ministry that they have beyond the online component. It happens as a result of us just connecting with people. I've got people all over the country right now that I'm connected with now. I can't mentor everybody personally, but I do have a chance to mentor several of them one on one. And as I mentor these individuals, I have a chance now to just pour into their lives and share with them things that they're asking about regarding their own personal ministries and the things that they want to see God accomplish in their lives. But for the most part, when we first get started, what people are doing is learning how to craft their testimony. I mean, they already love Jesus, right? So we teach them how to craft their testimony. We talk about the pre-salvation, salvation, post-salvation, and talk about invitation. Those four things, that we go over that in detail about how somebody can actually craft a testimony. I'll say that again. That's pre-salvation, salvation, post-salvation, and an invitation. Those four components really help people to get their testimony out there, but also invite others to come to know Jesus and or join our campaign to get the gospel out to the whole world via the campaign that we've got involved in. Now, let me tell you the name of the campaign. It's called Paid to Mentor. Now, we chose that name because, again, I mentioned earlier the challenge that we have, the elephant in the room. We don't want to talk about money and the gospel too much because it just doesn't sound right for a layperson to have that even in the same conversation. Well, as a pastor, I get paid. I get paid to minister the gospel. I get paid to mentor people. I get paid, and I get paid as a result of me being a pastor. Workers worthy of their hire. And so I've just taken that a step further and said, there are individuals that really would benefit from this kind of campaign if it were made available to them. So I'm making it available to you. I'm making it available to you to be able to share your faith. If you did nothing else but share your faith on your own personal website, and you decided you want to disciple other people, that'd be up to you. But if you decide to disciple other people and they did the same thing you just did, you would automatically get compensated. Not because you're so special, but because those people decided to get the same website from the same company that you purchased it from. The company that we work with provides an income stream just because people purchase their websites. They don't care who gets the websites. They really don't. What we've done is just repurpose the websites to get the gospel out. So that's what the innovative component is. Most people use these websites for businesses or their government situations or where they happen to be around anywhere in the country in the world. This is a multiplied numbers of countries around the world, guys, that are involved with these websites. And so I encourage you, if you are a believer and you believe in evangelism, this is an innovative evangelistic project. It's not the same as the one you've seen before. It is one that you'd be compensated for. We have merged a ministry and a business model together that allows us to be compensated. Do you know that there's a business model and a ministry model that works in a church? Same thing, right? The pastor does ministry, the pastor does the preaching, the pastor has a staff, that staff gets paid. That's part of the business model. The pastor gets paid too. Well, that ministry and business model coming together is understood by most people. People understand that money changes hands. Every Sunday morning we receive offerings every Sunday morning, and people that money comes in to take care of bills and take care of the needs of the congregation as well as the needs of the pastor and the staff and the buildings and all the things that go along with that. Well, why not be in a position where you're able to be compensated for doing the thing that you already do? And that is to minister the gospel of Jesus Christ through the power of your testimony and then discipling other people. And as soon as they get engaged with the same thing you got engaged with, is having their website up and going and their testimony on their website, and they keep it there month after month after month, you're going to get a residual income every month. The residual meaning that you don't have to work but one time to get that to happen. You get their website up and going. They're going to be making a monthly payment towards their website. Small monthly payment, nothing major or big. It's just a small monthly payment, an investment in their own personal ministry, if you will. That's what I do every month. Been doing it for the last 5 years. And I've encouraged people to begin to get involved because I do really see this, that why continue to have you suffer when you can take advantage of something that you want to do, and that is to make disciples. You want to share your faith. You do. I know you want to love God. You want people to know you love God. And here's an opportunity to do it. listen, there's a button down below if you want to find out a little bit more about what we're doing. It'll give you some information. Actually, it'll take you to another video that explains our project as well, a little bit more detail. But what I will do right now is just going to end this video. Just want to tell you about innovative evangelism and how it actually works effectively. And the project again is called Pay to Mentor. You can look it up online if you choose to. You can find me on Facebook or Twitter. You can find me anywhere with Said Reynolds. But we've got folks that are engaged in a campaign that they're looking to help you, looking to mentor you. And it won't be all everybody being mentored by me, but the folks that we mentor as well will begin to mentor the folks. So God bless you. I hope that you were able to pick up some information here that will help you in your ministry endeavors. Bless you. Have a great day.